Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another edition and episode of the Queen G Live Experience. We have a very, very, very special show and a very special guest scheduled for you today. Her name is Kathy Watley. She is definitely a community activist in the city of Houston. She does amazing with the youth and also, man, just known for many, many, many lives being saved and changed with her being there and available for the youth in their time of trouble or, giving them alternatives to turn their lives around. So we want to welcome our special guest, Kathy Watley. And let me tell you guys, she actually is calling in today because they are in the middle of the storm, the tropical storm that's happening out there in Galveston, Houston. So we want to thank her also for making that sacrifice and calling in the midst of a storm. Now, I just think that is really, really, really a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That she would take this time. And her kids are so important to her that she's stopping in the middle of a storm to report in and talk to us. So that's what kind of person it is, okay? You're going to have a great time hearing her about her journey. Welcome, Miss Kathy Watley, to the Queen G Live Experience. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, it sounds like you're a great person, just based off of what I've heard, some of the things that you've done. I want to know, when did this journey begin for you? Like, when did that start, and what made you want to, be there?
Yeah.
For the youth? What gave you that type of passion?
Well, about 25 years ago, I decided to become a special ed teacher. And I found that I liked the kids with the behavior issues because they were really interesting and really neat kids. But the public school and I didn't get along too well. I got written up for taking too much of a vested interest in my kids.
Right.
So I quit. And I was living with my 83-year-old aunt, and I kept saying, I wish there was a school for these kids. She said, "Don't go start one." I said, "No, you crazy." 3 days later, I came back from a job interview, and she shoves an envelope across the table and said, "There's your teacher retirement. Cash it and open your school." So I did.
Oh, wow. So she gave you the money to open your school, or it was, wow.
And I cashed my whole teacher retirement out and opened the school.
Okay.
The next year, I took it all, and I thought we were done, but God said no.
Mm-hmm.
So my son was in the Navy. We were working a distribution pod after Ike, and the parents came over and said, "Can we go to school?" I said, "No. The building's full of mud and water." They came back, cleaned it up, said, "We found 4 books, a computer, and a printer. Can we go to school now?" I said, "Okay." So we moved this school 14 times on this island. We've been everywhere. We've been in the senior citizens housing. We've been in the back of churches. We've been in the YMCA. We have been everywhere.
So it hasn't been easy at all.
Oh, there was nothing easy about this.
Right.
But I always had kids, and the kids were way more important than anything else. Even sometimes I'd tell them, "You know what, you're going to have to call me Sunday night, and I'll tell you where school is on Monday."
Right, because you just didn't know. You had to move over the weekend.
Yep, we had everything in big gray tubs, and they fit in my car.
Right.
But
so,
a few years ago, Mays Middleton came in, and I didn't know who he was at the time, and he said, "If you could have anything, what do you want?" "I need a building." He said, "You got one picked out?" I said, "Yeah, but I don't have $750,000. Well, he went on to purchase the building for a lot less than that, and then sold it to us for $1.
$1?
$1. We have our own building now, thank the good Lord.
Get out of here.
He's a great person, I'm telling you.
$1, he sold it to you because he believes also in the youth as well and the children, right?
Well, he came over and met one of my kids, and he asked him, "Why are you here?" And the kid said, "Because I set the trash can on fire at Ball High." He said, "Why?" He said, "I can't read very good. The teacher was about to call on me, and I wasn't doing that."
Right.
He said, "Why would somebody have to go to that extreme?" I said, "Because when you're that far behind, you just don't think you can catch up."
Right. And that's, you know what? You know what's interesting about this is that I actually raised my little brother who was also special needs. And he had behavioral issues. And I had to, you know, take him on and take him out of the system and things like that.
Yeah.
He was a drug baby. You know what I mean?
A lot of those.
Yeah, he was a drug baby. And it's a lot of things that you really don't understand about these children unless you know, work closely with them.
You know, if you don't eat, it's hard to go to school. Or the one kid who only came every 3 days, and I said, "Why?" And he said, "Really, Miss Kay, I only have one shirt and one pair of pants, so I can only come every 3 days." So 2 days later, I started a clothing closet, which is completely full of shoes and clothes now.
Right.
I have a food pantry with food. I will give them food for the weekend, every weekend, to make sure they have something to eat when they're not at school.
And a lot of these kids' problem is their home environment and their home base. You know what I mean? Because they come with a lot of problems from home.
They even have a home. We get a lot of kids that live on somebody else's couch because they don't even have a place to live.
Right. So once you were sold that building for $1, what did you do next?
Expanded. We went from having 40 kids a year to having 80 to 100 a year. And we also do online for people 19 and over.
Okay.
So just because you're 25, 30, and you didn't get your diploma because you quit school doesn't mean you can't come back and do it now.
So you offer training programs and things like that for them entering into adulthood?
Yes, ma'am. We do adults, and all you have to do is have a smartphone, and you can do school.
Wow, that is amazing. You know, my son also, he was 1 pound 7 at birth. And he's also in special education as well. Got diagnosed with cerebral palsy at 2 years of age. And I'm also dealing with it, you know, from that standpoint. Just he's delayed, of course. And, you know, there's a lot of things. And I tell anybody, and this is what I say. You can't train them based on their limitations. You have to train them based on the real world that they have to live in.
Well, and I hear every day, "Well, I can't do this." Why not?
Right.
They said I couldn't. I don't know what they said, but we have a rule. Come in the door, you get a free start. Everything's gone, the past. You start over from the minute you walk in the door.
Right.
What you do from then on determines how you're going to be treated, how you're going to act. I don't care what you did. That was last week. This is this week.
So what was one of the worst case scenarios that you had that you remember turning around and changing their path?
I had a kid that had bipolar disorder and Asperger's syndrome at the same time.
Oof.
So he didn't do much of anything in public school because he would resort to violent things to make people stop making him learn. And he's way bigger than me because I'm not very tall.
Right.
And he told me, "You can't make me." I said, "You're right. I can't make you do a doggone thing. Sit in that chair and be quiet." He said, "You're not going to?" I said, "Nope." After a while, he said, "But can I do this history lesson?" I said, "I thought you didn't want to." "Oh, well, I kind of like history." I said, "All right, so let's do it." He just graduated from high school and is taking auto mechanics at school.
Ooh, look at God. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
He's smart. Somebody had to stand around with him, and that's all it is a lot of times. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to stand right up in front of you, and we're going to duke it out if we have to, but you're going to learn something.
Right. And you don't give up on them, and you don't back down. And that's what I had to do with my little brother, too. I had to stand up to him a lot because he tried to jump off of a balcony and commit suicide to his death. And I refused to allow him to do that. You know, I stood there with him and made sure that I fought him until, you know what I mean? He stood there and would not jump. He was trying to jump. I was like, no, I'm not letting you do that.
2 and 3 o'clock in the morning for kids going, I'm done. I said, no, you're not. I will see you in the morning.
Right.
To me till you feel better. Because they all have my number. I don't care. But you know, we learn 3 things we come into school. 1, there's one race. It's the human race. I'm sorry, you're all related. Get over it.
Right.
Number 2, there's one skin color and it's brown. So kid, you're all the same. And number 3, God could make junk in 30 seconds. If he took 9 months, there's a reason. And we're going to find out what it is.
I love your principles and your rules and, you know, the things that you have, the statements that you have come up with to stand your ground with these children. And tell me about some of the success stories, you know, some of the ones that have made it into society and you're just very proud of them.
We have one that the judge here in town found my number, and he would call me and go, come get this kid. He called me one day. I said, I'm in class. He said, I know. This is an emergency. Come now. I said, all right, give me 5 minutes. I show up. Grandma's in the lobby crying her eyes out. I go in, and this boy's in here arguing with the judge. I said, boy, shut your mouth. He said, who do you think you are? I said, I'm your new teacher. Now hush. The judge said, do something with him. I'm done. I said, all right, fine. He said, I ain't going to school. I said, okay. The next morning, I showed up at his house, and his grandmother said, he won't get up. I threw a whole tray of ice in his bed. He jumped up. I said, throw his clothes in the back. He can go just like he is. Took me 2 years to get that boy out of school. But that boy now has the codes to a missile on an aircraft carrier.
Oh, my gosh.
He went from, I'm not going to do nothing, and you can't make me, and stealing car stereos on the seawall to being in the Navy.
So basically he was genius, not crazy.
Exactly. He was very good at electronics, extremely good at them. That's why he could steal the car stereo without setting off the car alarm. And
you had to find his niche of what worked for him so that he can follow that path and go into that lane.
Well, I found it out one day when I couldn't get my computer to work. He said, Miss Kay, give it to me. I got you. I said, all right, here. I said, boy, you're good at this. Let's find out how to expand this.
Right.
He did. You have to find out what everybody's good at. Everybody's good at something. And then you build on that, because my kids come in pretty far behind. But they can catch up. But this pushing everybody to go to a 4-year school silly. My kids are going to go get a certificate, and they're going to go make more money than your kid with a 4-year degree. That's
true. Do you know that my son and his little friend in the building here where I live, they created a hustle. Now I'm an entrepreneur, so that's all he sees, right? Delays or not, right? So him and his friend have come up with a hustle to go around to the neighbors' houses and take their trash out.
There you go.
And they come in bringing cash. He makes cash money. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, honey, my kids are so good at lemonade day, they scare everybody else on the island.
Right.
Because we're going to pre-sell the tickets a month ahead of time. Nobody hardly ever brings the tickets back, but we bring in $1,500.
Wow.
We charter a bus to go on a field trip. They're good little business people. I have kids that own their own t-shirt companies. I have a girl who's a designer. I have a boy who owns 3 food trucks now. He went from 1 to 3 now. I mean, they're really smart kids. One of them's a backup dancer in Vegas. He's making a fortune.
Very charming people, yeah. And I noticed that, like, they know how to charm the pants off of you.
Just like the girl, so we found a way to make money doing it, honey.
Right. Miss Valicia Lynetta Burns, she says, we love Miss Kathy. Thanks, Miss Kathy, for all that you do.
My kids are good. It's just they don't know they are for a while. You got to convince them of that.
Right.
There's no such thing as a bad kid.
Right. I understand. Like I said, I have a son that is, he's amazing, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just, like I said, I don't prepare him for delays. I prepare him for society and the world that he has to live in. that's a real world. And this real world is very cruel. And they don't understand kids with limitations. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, they'll eat you up, spit you out. They don't care. So you have to learn how to live within your boundaries. What can I do? Not what can't you do?
Right. So how do you emotionally prepare them for the real world?
Well, they tell me sometimes you're hard on me. I said, I know, but the world's harder on you, babe, than I am. We play, learn how to make a budget. What do you want? I tell them, what do you want in 5 years? Draw it. I give them a poster board. You draw what you want in 5 years because you're going to go get it, but you got to have a path to get there. We call it vision boards. So you make your vision board, and when you leave, you take it with you because you don't want to lose track of that dream. And you got to figure out where they are and then where can we go. Some of them are never going to be able to do college algebra, but that's okay. There's jobs that require it, okay?
Right.
But it's a matter of finding out where you are and working to the point to get you where you need to be. I have kids that are plant operators, police officers. I mean, they're just all kinds of people. And they do quite well, but I'm tired of people saying, well, they're just going to be in housing, public housing, and they're not going to amount to nothing. No. You can't get out of poverty without an education. So that's where we're going to start.
Right.
And we're going to work our way out.
And I like the fact that you offer a training program after the fact, once they're grown. And I like the fact of that because they need something too after the fact, you know?
Yeah, we now have dual credit, so they can go take some of these like welding and culinary arts and things like that at the college and get college credits while they're in school.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's amazing.
The problem is when you're the only fully accredited tuition-free private school in Texas, it's hard.
What? Let me ask you this. What are some of your needs at this time? Like, what are some of the things that you need to make your program better and stronger?
Right now it's money because they canceled all my fundraisers 2 years in a row. And that's how we survive, fundraisers and grants. The community supports us, but the community's been hit hard. Galveston's a big tourism community. They've been hit hard. They're still hanging in there, but it's rough. But in order to expand, like I want to put in an ag kitchen so we can learn food safety and things that will get them more jobs.
Right.
But that's the money I just don't have right now. We do have wood shop. And these kids make things that the school sells. They'll make decorations, go in your yard. And they will come back and go, I saw my reindeer in this lady's yard. It was so cool. They really get excited about things like that. They get proud of what they do.
But you need more funding to help you expand.
Yeah, because I've got more kids that want to come to school right now, and I need more funding. It costs a lot to feed them. We feed them breakfast and give them a hot lunch every day because some of them aren't eating when they're not in school.
Right. Wow.
We can when we can. We send home ramen noodles and peanut butter and whatever else we got to send home so that you eat over the weekend.
So do you accept food supplies as well?
Yes, ma'am. Any non-perishable foods we will take.
Okay. And clothing, donations?
Yes, ma'am. We keep clothing closet open for the kids. We try to limit it to things we know they're going to need. We have one whole side that's just job interview clothes. So if you got to go to a job interview, we got you ready. And those are different type of clothes.
You need the dress shirts and the bow ties and
mainly right now we're out of underwear and socks. That's our biggest problem right now.
Okay. Oh, I want to donate. I want to donate some stuff to your program. I would love to. I'm going to get in touch with you after this. And
we also have like shampoo, deodorant, laundry soap, razors. We give them all back to you. Anything you need, I will find it somehow.
Right. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? And this is just me and my household. I love to get my kids involved in stuff like this because I want them to see that we can be a blessing to outside entities outside of ourselves. You know what I mean? What we're going to do is take our coins and donations that we've been saving, right? And we're going to put it toward a gift box for your program, and we're gonna mail you some things. And I like to take them shopping and everything. Like, see, I'm completely into this because me and my family were homeless before.
Yeah.
And we understand how programs like this literally save you when you're in that moment. You know what I mean? That, like, a lot of programs saved us when we were down the most. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what I would love to do is I'm going to get my kids involved, and this weekend we'll go ahead and do the shop and grab some items. And there is no excuse. Let me tell you why. Because we got 99-cent stores, honey.
I'm telling you.
We got 99-cent stores. So, you know, there is no reason why this cannot happen. You can take $30 and $40 and stock up so much and be a blessing to so many. You know what I'm saying? With that amount of money. And that's not a lot of money. You know what I mean?
But you know, as bad as my kids have it, they will gather up their change. And we keep a little thing in my drawer with change all year. And they make boxes that we take with just little things in them that we take down to the Seaman Center that they send to the ships. And we usually do 10 or 12 at Christmas.
Wow.
We'll do for somebody else. They will bring all their change until we have enough to buy the stuff.
Right. Miss Kathy, I need you to give me your information. Lily Mae, that's watching, Lily Mae Foundation, I need you to write this information into the comment box for the people that are on here, because we have some people that are willing to, they want your information so that they can donate to your program.
Yeah, you can go to our website. It's just upwardhopeacademy.com.
upwardhopeacademy.com.
There's a donation button on there, and then all of our information is there. My phone number's on there. You can find me.
Okay. Lily Mae, write that in for me. Upward Hope Foundation Academy. Did I say it right?
Upward Hope Academy. Yes, ma'am.
Upward Hope Academy. Okay.
The up part stands for the unlimited possibilities of hope.
Right.
It's too long, so we went with upward.
No, that's great. I want to make sure we get that information to the people. She wrote it in there. Please donate to Upward Hope Academy. Please, guys, if you're interested, look that information up. And there is a donate button on the website that you can give cash-wise. And go ahead and follow the instructions on the website. I just think you're an unsung hero.
My dad's favorite joke is when you were 10, you wanted to be a missionary and go to Africa. I said, yeah, why? He said, you moved to Galveston.
Wow. I think you're powerful. I think that you're amazing. And
my kids. I love my kids. I'd do anything for those kids.
Right. And listen, we want to be, I know Queen G Live Experience, this show wants to be of a support to your program and step up to the plate and do what we can, you know, because like I said, you know, I stopped wasting money. I stopped that this past year due to COVID. Right. I stopped doing that because, you know, I've learned that it's more valuable to invest and take care of your future, you know, and really be more conscious of where your coins are going, especially in this season. And we want to, you know, be available. We want to be available for others' lives and things like that. I know I do.
Well, you'll have to come visit us sometime.
Yes, I definitely got to do that. I was just in Houston the other day.
Next time, come down to Galveston and check us out.
Okay, for sure. So do you take people on tours of your program and things like that? Okay.
Anytime.
Okay. And
it's just sad in today's world that you can throw a teenager away and nobody will do much about it.
Right.
That's just sad. We're throwing away our future, and that's not right.
Well, it's good to know that there's someone like you that exists that will take time and, you know, pay attention and take care of our kids and our future. Because see, that's what people they don't look at the youth as our future. And a lot of parents nowadays, they're either investing trash into our future.
Yeah.
Or they're not even caring about, you know, what's ahead. And the thing is, they will be our future politicians, future police officers, future, you know,
we need them.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not willing to be that. All of my kids are authors already. You understand? All of them. All of my kids get involved in community things, and I'm here for them, and I have their back, and it's because I believe and know and understand the value of them being my future. Right. You know what I mean?
I know.
So, and I want them to be something powerful and amazing. And I want them to look back and say, hey, she took the time and actually invested into me. You know what I mean?
Oh, I go into a store. I was at Dave & Buster's one day with my grandkids, and some boy comes running across the place, hollering at me, hold on, I'll be right back. I said, okay. Brings up his wife and kids, said, remember me from 10 years ago? I'm like, kinda. After about 1,500 kids, you lose names after a while. But he said, no, man, he said, because of you, I got a job in the plants, and I'm married, and I got a kid, and I'm doing really good. I said, I'm so proud of you, darling.
Wow. You gave him a bright future and something to look forward to.
We have to. We have to. We can't throw kids away. It's just not right.
Right. Oh, my God. I'm just so impressed by you.
Oh, honey, my boss is God. Take it up with him. I work for him.
Right. That's true. So
you say, why would you give me another chance? I said, well, you know, Jesus gave me another one. I guess I got to pass it on, don't I?
How can people get, I'm sorry, I got another phone ringing here. Sorry, let me stop this. Oh, that's my mother-in-law. I'll call her. I'll call her afterward. I'll call her in a minute. But yeah, she doesn't realize I'm live. This is a real show here, Kathy. So you're liable to hear anything. But yeah, go ahead and give us your information again.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you my number and they can text me if they need information and I will pass it on. How about that?
That sounds good.
It's 409-457-9256.
Say that one more time.
409-457-9256.
Okay. So we'll make sure that, hold on one second. I got to add another. We have someone that is going to talk to us about what you have done for them personally, okay? We're going to add her to the show. I'm going to step away while she's talking and talk to my mother-in-law and tell her that, let her know I'm on the show. Hey,
how are you doing, Queen?
Hi, Free.
Hi, Miss Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, girl?
You guys go ahead and talk. I'm gonna step away really quick. Go ahead and chat.
No problem. Miss Kathy, I wanted to publicly thank you. Can you hear me?
Boy, what you talking about, girl? He's my boy.
Not just only Gregory. You have so many individuals. Let me tell you, you were set up today. You were set up today because you are Galveston's unsung hero. Kathy Wheatley of Upward Hope Academy in Galveston, Texas, you were set up today for us to say thank you for your years of community service, your years of saving our youth, not just in Galveston. See, when I do my research on someone to blast them, good or bad, and this is good for you, I do research. And Miss Kathy, for years, you have been consistent in helping our youth. to become better citizens. I really regret that your internet was not working today because of our horrible storm that we experienced and the aftermath of it, because I wanted to see your face to say thank you for how you have given and poured out. Your staff, they're challenged every day. You've had some serious challenges over the years, Miss Kathy, with youth, but your success rate is amazingly impeccable. You have not thrown away one child. You have a amazing heart that people need to know. And so I'm encouraging everyone that's listening, everyone that will listen in the future and listen to the recording of this, please donate to Miss Kathy Wheatley, Upward Hope Academy. This lady started out with a dream and a vision that manifests, and she's teaching her youth about vision boards. She's teaching her youth about how they can be successful and do not let anyone deter them. She encourages youth. She does not criticize them. She does not belittle them. She's very direct and bold. Tell them how tall you stand, Miss Kathy.
You know me, they're my kids when they walk in the door, and I'm going to treat them just like they belong to me and no differently.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But Queen, ask her how tall she actually stands.
How tall are you, Miss Kathy?
I'm still trying to be 5 feet tall.
She said she's trying to, they say the ones with the when they're short, they got yes.
that, Well, I don't want to take any more time of your interview. I just wanted to personally thank you on behalf of so many parents that are so grateful that their children are successful. You shared one testimony, but there are so many other testimonies to young men and women who have graduated from your program. They're now successful, productive citizens. They do not have criminal records anymore. She stopped that as well, Queen. So I just wanted everyone to know that her program is worth sewing into. The website is listed, and we just love you, Miss Kathy. Continue the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Free. That was wonderful to actually hear from one of the parents.
Criminal background, and they can't get a job. We can kind of get that sealed up so that they can move on with their lives.
Oh wow, that's so amazing.
A lot of judges around here.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It was great to hear from one of our parents that have actually been helped through your program personally. That was a blessing. And I know that's happened so many times. And like you said, it's God's mission. So we don't get caught up in ourselves or nothing like that. But we just want to acknowledge you and take the time and let people know, let the world know that there are angels out there like yourself that are putting that energy into the world and really, really blessing our youth and our children.
I love them. I just love my kids. They're awesome kids.
Right. So
when I see them do well, it's just a blessing to see them succeed and move on with their lives.
Right, exactly. Well, we're definitely going to put this information out there, and I'm going to share this show to several pages so that, others can go back and watch it later. And I want to thank you for stopping by the Queen G Live experience and giving us this time and this moment. I know that it's storming out there in Galveston, but yet you took the time to, chime in and give us this exclusive, and we appreciate that.
I will do anything for my kids.
Yes.
I appreciate you helping. It's just wonderful to, the more people that help, the more kids we can help.
Right. Exactly. Someone named Dirk Jordan says alternatives to traditional education are needed. Thanks, Miss Kathy. That's what he says.
He's a good kid.
Yes. And then Upward Hope Academy in Galveston, Texas. Miss Kathy Watley's Galveston's unsung hero, making a difference in our youth life. Please support the educational institution. And then she put the website on in the comments as well. So we have this information on here. We're gonna work on our box this weekend and get that hopefully in the mail to you. And I'm looking forward to partnering up with you in so many ways as well. I appreciate what you do for our future, as you call them.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your help.
Definitely. Thank you for being.
Visit.
Definitely, you know, when I come out there, I'm definitely coming and stopping by. Okay.
And we just started making reindeer and wooden nativity scenes to go in the yard. You'll be able to order those off the website too.
Okay. Definitely, we definitely want to support your program. So I appreciate it again, and you have a wonderful rest of the day and stay safe out there. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, I hate that we couldn't see her, but again, it's storming out there in Galveston, Houston, and they're in the middle of a tropical storm. So we want to thank Miss Kathy Watley for stopping in at the Queen G Live Experience and giving us this exclusive moment with her. Again, guys, if you know, the thing is, everything helps. You know what I mean? Small, big, everything helps. You know, so if you can, especially while some of this, you know, free government money is floating around. Hate to say it like that, but I'm being real. Go ahead and be a blessing to her program, and definitely take care of our future, as she calls us, as she calls the youth. They're our future. They're the ones that are going to be in charge of us later on, and we have to invest into our futures and really, really take that serious. And we want to thank everybody who tuned in today's show. In particular, share this live. The way that we can get more people to help and assist is for you, the people that are watching, to share this live to as many people as you can. Put them on people's pages, link it and sync it to, you know, people's comment boxes, and send it through Messenger and send it out there. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to get more numbers. I'm saying that so that we all can work together as a team to help to build this program and to make it, you know, a better situation for our future. And that's very important. And that's how we can work together as a team. Okay. Also, y'all, don't forget to download, when you get a chance and an opportunity, the new Faces of Rap Mothers network on Roku. Our ladies, Faces of Rap Mothers we have a new network now, and they're, man, I've been watching it all weekend. It's just so crazy to look up and see myself on television worldwide, and this is worldwide. So you guys, don't forget to download the Faces of Rap Mothers application on Roku and check out our network. It's growing. We have so many ladies on the network, and listen, it's a growing family. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for all the projects that we have coming up. I'm also working on my 30th anniversary as an entertainer. So, you know, I'll be getting busy real soon. So I've been kind of laying low and writing on another book, you know, about my epilepsy. That'll be dropping soon. And y'all keep me in your prayers because it is definitely a challenge every day health-wise. I'm working on some things and trying to get things in order with my health. So keep me in your prayers. God bless you all who watch and tune in every single day, who share and support my show, Queen G Live Experience. I appreciate you all. I'll be doing an exclusive interview with another interviewer later, I guess around 3 or 4 o'clock. So tune in, y'all. Don't forget to watch. And then again, share this show in particular, because we do want to be a blessing to our future. God bless, guys. I'll see y'all next time on the Queen G Live Experience. Peace.